Gtex Holdings, a global real estate firm with several subsidiaries, recently celebrated its 16th anniversary with a star-studded event. Beyond the glamour of the event, the company embarked on a series of charity events that included community outreach in the localities where the company's estates are located and initiatives for clients of the company, both new and old, and realtors that work with Gtext. In addition, as part of the pan-Nigerian drive to promote inclusion, the company unveiled 3 brand ambassadors from the 3 major regions of the country. We are now being joined by 3 members of the firm's senior management: Rana, Ijaz, Martha Onsachi, and Farouq Usman. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us on the morning show. Well, let's start with you, Mr. Rana Ijaz. Gtex Holdings has managed to survive the teething years. What is the contribution of your youth to staff to this growth over the years? Let's start from within.
Oh, I'm joining you from Dubai. Wonderful to be back with the Rice News. And actually, it's a very exciting time for Gtex Holdings. We are celebrating our 16th anniversary. The company has gone far from a humble beginning, started from a small room, and it was just a vision of our chairman, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, who happens to be himself very young still now. I think one of the primary reasons you find out 2 of my young and vibrant CEOs sitting in your studios, there was always belief in youth. He had a big belief that youth would deliver. And one of the primary reasons was he wanted to be inclusive. He wanted to open the doors for the youth, to give them that needed education. We did invest in fundamental training and human resource development. We did have from the beginning, I think, internship programs where the young students from the colleges and unis could join as interns and grow along the ladder. And I think that strategy has paid off Gtex Holdings in big time. And today I have like 8 young and dynamic CEOs. I'm leading them as a group CEO. And alongside youth, of course, we do have the people with gray hairs. We do have advisory board. I joined the group last year. I think I happen to be legacy. I saw you gents. So youth has been a very much DNA of Gtex Holdings from the start, and I think it will stay. And we do have those internship programs open. Youth is very much welcome to join our various programs. They can reach out to locally our CEOs and our offices. So, and another reason, Dr. Stephen Akintayo has been, he always wanted to give back to society, Stephen Akintayo Foundation. So we wanted to alleviate that poverty. We wanted to bring you to the right channels where they can really become the businesses and become a productive resources for Nigerians rather than a youth which is like an astray on the streets. So this is one of the fundamental reasons. We are happy to be part of this.
All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations again on 16 years of Gtex Holdings. I'll come to you, Ms. Onsachi. The company recently held a series of community outreaches that held at some of your estates. There were also a lot of promotions announced. Was that a Gtex Holdings initiative, or was it tied to a subsidiary of the company?
Okay, thank you for that. Yes, it was tied to the Stephen Akintayo Foundation, which is the CSR of the company. There's a saying that charity begins at home, right? So we cannot be having an estate in a community and the people who are dwelling in that community, they don't, participate, they don't have to enjoy the good work of the company. So which was the reason why we had to carry out this outreach from our estate, in Sapphire Estate, Ikorodu, Outi, Shao community, and Berry Beachfront, Idado community as well, in order for us to connect with the people living in that environment.
Right. So, Farouq, Usman, the South and North are 2 areas that many consider very volatile. So you've begun expansion to this region. Do you really think that there's a solid market there to compensate for the risk involved? If so, what are the security measures that are being put in place to combat these problems?
Well, thank you very much. For us at Gtex Homes particularly, our goal is to build 25,000 greenhouse smart homes across 200 estates. And we cannot do that alone in the Southwest region. So it's important for us to diversify towards the northern region as well as the eastern region. And for us, we understand the reason why the development is in place is also to contribute to the real estate deficit of building a lot of homes, quality housing in the whole of Nigeria. We just recently signed new ambassadors, right, to show a Pan-African environment, because we are the first real estate company to have a Wazobia brand ambassador. And these people have their own cult following. They are people that are following them, and they are from different regions of the nation. And it's important to create an investment vehicle for them. People always buy with emotion and justify with logic. And for us at Gtex, we bring this investment, and they also have this sentimental approach to where they are from. So we believe there's that market emerging for them, for Nigerians in Nigeria, and as well as Nigerians in diaspora. And regarding security, insecurity is actually a global challenge. Even developed countries actually have insecurity challenge. But I'm very confident and very sure that we have evaluated our risk factors, and as well, we've looked at how we can combat the security challenges in these places.
Well, Martha, let me come back to you. We know charity is not cheap.
Yes.
You've talked about the Stephen Akintayo Foundation.
Yes.
But how do you fund the activities of the foundation?
Okay, thank you so much. Dr. Stephen is an active speaker, and he's an author of over 45 books so far. And he's also an investment coach. Part of the fundraising from the sales of those books, they are all channeled towards the foundation. Yes, sir. And also the funds he gets from his coachings, they are all channels towards those foundation.
All right, that's really good to hear. Thank you. I'll come to you, Mr. Ijaz. Many real estate firms born in Nigeria stay within the shores of the country. Gtex identifies as a global real estate firm. So tell us about the U.S. expansion. How is it going? What plans do you have for local investors?
I think that's a fantastic question. Thank you for that. We are basically a Nigerian real estate family born out of Nigeria. But I think we did realize at the right time, because diversification is one of the key part of our strategy. And one of them is the regional diversification, because it's always nice to have your legs across the continents. And this was the very reason we came to Dubai 4 years back. We went to UK. And last year we went to US, because US is one of the major market for us. And we already have 2 projects there, like 40-acre property in Katy, Houston, already in full flow. I think we did speak last time about that. And we have a new project in Richmond, actually, 19 acres of land, beautiful property along the river. We have planning about building 60 family homes there. And one of the very nice project, I would say people are taking a huge interest in that. I would encourage everyone, particularly in Nigerian diaspora, look into this project. It's a beautiful design, and it will be a very, very lucrative project and investments. So the one of the important reason was to move to US, because we got investment platforms. We do have, coming from the investment banking route, I do realize financing is very, very structured there. It's much easier available as compared to the developing countries like Nigeria. You have different financial institutions who come and become partners in your growth in various ways. We have typical banks, mortgage firms, private investment arms. Even we are seeking money from the private individual investors. We're open to that. We have our own US SEC-filed full-fledged investment firm, Gtext Capital Investments. We are seeking funding on a very, very secure structures and offering about 8 to 15% interest rates to the investors, backed by a landed property. It's a beautiful structure. So this was another reason. And third, of course, we do realize in the going forward, even the Nigerians from within Nigeria, even the diaspora, if they become partner to this growth, eventually they're going to multiply their money and eventually going to come back to Nigeria. So it's a multiplier effect. So it's always good to have some investment in the foreign exchange, which typically indigenously will help Nigeria back eventually in the long run.
All right. So aside from the charitable works, and Martha, this is coming to you.
Okay.
As an almost mature business, what are you doing to give back to the business community?
Okay, so for our 16th year anniversary, we gave out grants to 16 persons, 1 million naira each, for them to expand their business, especially small business owners. And then coming back to our investors, we came up with an incentive, which is currently ongoing for investors who might buy up to 6 plots. They get an extra free plot of land, added to their 6th plot. So those are the things we are doing to also give back to the community and also to our investors, because one of the mission is to help investors expand their investment portfolio in terms of, land banking and investments.
All right.
Well, let me come to you, Farouq. Now, what measures are you taking as a real estate company to ensure quick habitation at your estate? Because people can patronize you, pay, and they will expect that they take delivery very quickly.
Well, for us, we focus on what we call created environments. And created environments are those things that you put in your estate that allow people to come to those places and increase the value. Another thing we've also done is also to take possession of our property. Virtually all our property now, we have an office in those places. I basically had to stay on one of our properties in Ibejuleki. So just to tell people that we are ready for them to start building, and we'll also start building. We've taken possession of our land. We've put in offices. We put in high-level security in these places. We put a created environment in charge of golf ranges, golf courses, polo clubs, as well, and so on and so forth. So those are those strategies that we put in place to ensure that our estates are quite habitable and all our investors are quite relaxed.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a really good conversation with our Gtext trios. And again, just to say congratulations to the Gtex Holdings family and, of course, your founder, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, on 16 years. And just to see the strides you've made, not just in Nigeria or the African continent, but across different parts of the world. So let me ask you, internally, as a staff team, I don't know how long you've all worked, and this question is for everyone, how long you've worked at Gtext Holdings. What would you say is one of your, pride moments, your proud moment, working there in terms of the changes you've seen, the investment, and how people have received your business? I'll start with you, Mr. Ijaz.
Yeah, I think this question is close to my heart. I'm a year-old member of the team. I'm based out of Dubai. So initially, when I was approached by Gtext, so a lot of skepticism, initial fears, but I was amazed with the warm welcome. Really, I believe I saw a skillful and ambitious youth. They want to develop themselves. They want to secure their futures. And I see a lot of hunger for the knowledge, And here at the Gtext, I saw a special mission where we are helping youth, we're developing them. We are huge into investment and trainings and developments. And again, I saw the companies inclusive. We have so many charity schemes going on. Stephen Akintayo Foundation. Any event coming down, we are trying to give back to society. So I saw a lot. It was an exciting all the time while being in Nigeria, and I felt so close to the heart that we are not only a business, but really on the mission of alleviating poverty from Nigeria, along with definitely we are a business for money, but really on a mission on giving back to society at large.
All right, that's really good to hear. Martha?
Okay, so as for me, I would say that I'm really proud to be a part of the team, because aside from the fact that it gives me joy to put smile on investors' faces when they invest through me, I want to say thank you to Dr. Stephen Akintayo for giving me the platform, because I have experienced growth both financially and even career-wise. So it's an opportunity for me, because I key into his vision to help youth, to empower youth, and so far it has been an awesome moment for me.
Brilliant. And Farouq?
Fantastic. I actually first came in contact with the organization in 2018. And personally, we actually had to go through our Gtext story. I've looked at how I was then and how I am now. And it just tells about the culture of the organization. It's a culture that empowers people, enables people to grow in their intellect, also in terms of the exposure. A lot of people have joined the organization and have traveled to the minimum of 3 to 5 countries over a period of 3 to 5 years. And this kind of platform we are giving people. And Dr. Steve is the person that practices what he basically preaches, whereby people have to focus on their personal income and as well as how they can impact the lives of people all around them. And this kind of thing that we're also preaching to different businesses to try and empower themselves. There's no better way to empower the youth if they cannot grow themselves internally within the organization before they can now contribute to the society around them. So these are kind of things that allow Gtext Holdings the best place for you to work in the whole of Nigeria.
Okay, I mean, another thing I'd like to ask you is, when you look at all the real estate investment Gtext has here and abroad and all of that, I mean, what is that one thing, that pushes you to do more for your clients?
Okay, for me?
Yeah, you first, yeah.
Honestly, it's part of the mission, right? So help smart investors build wealth through land banking, to build their wealth through land banking. So as something that gives me joy, it's most important that when I reach out to investors and they see reasons, they also buy through Dr. Stephen Akintayo, right? So because they recognize him as the man with the vision and he has been out there, so I also get to leverage on him to also market. And for investors seeing me with the company for over the years, I've been with the company for past 4 years now. This year, August, I will be 4 years in the company. So it's something that people want to see, that consistency in you. So when you are known for something positive, everybody will want to come to you to buy from you. And one of the unique things that always stands us out from every other real estate company out there is the fact that we are true to our words. We deliver on our promises. We do virtual inspections. We also deliver documents to the investors anywhere they are in the country. And we are also the first real estate company that started this 24/7 CRM. So anywhere you are in the world, you can always reach out to us, to call us, make inquiries. If you make payments, you get your receipts. It has been on for quite a while now, and it's something that also makes people to keep coming to us to invest.
That's great to hear. Well, thank you all so much, Rana, Martha, Farouq, for your time with us this morning. All the best, and thank you so much for giving back to the people that you serve, Gtex Holdings.